This video explains government procurement and the intent of the UN, the WTO, and the World Bank. This is Peter Turnquest. This is their agenda. But here is the truth about government procurement.
When the EU is negotiating these agreements, they're trying not just to introduce reciprocal free trade, to get rid of tariff barriers. They're also trying to get the countries concerned to sign up to a whole set of economic policies and practices. So, for example, they want the African countries and others to liberalise public procurement, to allow European firms to bid for public works contracts without supporting or prioritising local contractors. They want to liberalise all service sectors. So it's not just the sectoral requests that you had with the General Agreement on Trade and Services. They want to build into these economic partnership agreements a commitment to liberalise the service sector in its entirety. Again, and they want to make sure these countries reform their investment regulations to ensure that European firms receive at least as favourable treatment as local firms. Again, meaning that African and other countries would not be allowed discriminate in favour of locally owned firms or require European companies to abide by certain conditions. Now, the Commission's point, these all, to some extent, provide grist to the mill of those who argue that it's really about creating commercial opportunities for European companies. They'll be able to penetrate the service sectors, they'll be able to repatriate profits and operate their investments more freely with less regulation. They'll be able to crack open public procurement contracts and so on. And EPAs, Economic Partnership Agreements, they say, are part of the overall effort. It's seeking to dictate to other countries what their policies should be across a whole range of areas of regulation. Speak. Everyone should acknowledge that investment, public procurement and competition policy are essential parts of successful economic governance. They see instead an attempt on the part of the Commission in particular to lock African, Caribbean and Pacific states into a particular model of economic governance, or to impose a governance model, which of course is the characteristic of a colonial framework. It's the actual and external power of the right to dictate how a country should be governed politically or economically.